Hey there, YouTuber. So one thing I didn't do in my benchmark the other day with the i5 13600KF is run it at power limits default. We know PL1 is 125. I'm assuming PL2 is about 202 like most of them, but um, we're just gonna run the XTU benchmark, see if any of these things hit, and then from there I will do Cinebench R20, which should give us a less score than what we got previously. Just so you can see it, there's the processor, Gigabyte B660 Gaming X AX motherboard. And let's go ahead and run this. CPU cooler is a Noctua NH-U14S, converted to a dual fan. So it's a little better than the stock model. Power limit throttling, you see that, boom. So that's going to affect our score. Still a pretty decent store in here. Of course, XTU is kind of sporadic. I just like to use it for some of the other things in here that you can see. And let's go ahead and check out some of those items. Recent max. And that. Alright, so going to find Cinebench. I just have to remember where I installed it at. There it is. And there's the score on this B660 Gaming X motherboard. 9031. That's with power limits set to unlimited. Alright. So we're going to hit run and jump back over to XTU so you can see the temps, and then we'll come back in here and we will see what we get for and power limit throttling again. So we shouldn't expect too high of a score. Now somewhere in here, folks, I'm going to do, we'll turn off turbo boost so we can see what that is. I'm going to pause this for a moment. After we check the score, 8348, so still better than an i7-12700 that has been has power limit set to unlimited. Alright, so you saw what happens when power limits are set to default. Now we will go ahead and increase them to unlimited. Figure out which one's which. There it is. And I'm not going to do the throttle stop in this video. That'll be a separate video on my main channel. Alright. Running the benchmark again. So the NH-U14S does a pretty good job keeping temps down, at least in this. So you see 7818. There's a temperature. And now we want to run XTU, and I guess this time sorry, I'm going to do one more thing before I close this out. 158. So this is going to be higher, I would assume. It's usually highest with Cinebench R20, so let's go ahead and run this. You can see it's using more power. Still not as much power as I can get the i7-12700 FTUs, but it is going to score a higher benchmark, so this one's a little bit more efficient as far as that aspect goes. And it has leveled off. Before we switch over, actually it's pretty close to what the 12700F got. Temp 77, and the score just under the best score, right? 90, 31, 89, 85. So within striking distance for sure. Hey folks, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.